Thank you very much.
We're dropping him off at the airport right now with the checked bags that took me forever to pack with the right weight. And yeah, he's going to sign all the final paperwork and drop off our first load for moving everything with just our checked bags.
All of this right here, this is junk. This is complete, utter, useless, worthless junk. That's not entirely true if you come to our garage sale.
What's it like getting rid of everything before we move though?
Messes with your head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why is that?
There's this weird attitude that people have and that society has when you buy things that you never should get rid of it. We all have this tiny little hoarder inside us. No matter how hard we want to push back and say, no, I'm not a hoarder. Everything I keep, I use. Everything here is important. And like, for the most part, we make good use of our space. But when you get it out of the closets, when you get it out of the storage space, when you get it out of the drawers and everything, and you look at it and you hold it in your hand, you haven't used it in months, years, however long, and you realize, I don't actually need this stuff. But there's always that weird little lingering voice that's like, should I keep my Gumby costume?
I myself have been struggling with that as well. You guys know even before I left for Norway, I got rid of almost everything I owned. But being here in Utah for 3 years now, I somehow accumulated more stuff just slowly. You don't really think about it. And even though I try not to own very much, I somehow ended up with quite a bit. And going through it, it's a hard feeling at first, and then as soon as it's gone, it's just extremely freeing. You sad to see it go?
Super sad. Crazy sad. But it's all part of growth, right? We should not get attached to material things. Or we should
Except a boat. I'm just kidding.
Very limited material things. That is one that I was attached to.
I understand.
But the reason I love it so much is because of you and the memories that we made with it. And we're just going to do that in a different way. So,
yes, this is true. Kitty, is it hard moving? Is it wearing you out?
It's a sailboat, and it's in Puerto Rico, and we're going to be moving on to it in well, we actually leave Salt Lake and start kind of driving across the country Sunday. And then on about the 12th of June, we're going to fly to the island.
That was my last climb here at the front, which is very sad because I'm going to miss it, and this has to happen.
What?
But that's okay.
Like bathroom and stove. I don't really know how.
Yeah, we've got to just be able to.
Months ago, they said we want to do this, and now 2 days from now, they're going to do it. And I think this is very inspiring.
Thank you.
So proud. Oh my god, that is so exciting.
There, that's the dumb face. That's the dumb face.
I thank you a lot.
Oh, you're Bye.
You are so fine. Nothing happened to you.
Everything's okay. Will you calm down? He's so fussy. He wouldn't come out of his carrier to get his rabies vaccine for us to travel with him, so we have to drug him tonight and tomorrow morning just to bring him back just to get his vaccine because he's... Are you worn out from today, buddy? So Maddie, we're leaving.
I know, I'm still like
tomorrow or a day after. Are you?
Comes after Kyle, agree?
See, this is what we used to look like. I think I'm still as sad as I am in that picture. Not smiling.
Face that you were just making. That's such a good.
I just had my second COVID shot and so did Trey, so we feel like terrible.
So there's
But it's our last night to be with Maddie, so we're making it work.
oh, sad day.
This is the room where we all met. Well, that's not true. We met in Norway.
This is where we all were.
But the three of us met.
As you can see in the picture, we are in this room.
Exhibit A.
Projector?
Projector.
Are you gonna come visit us?
Obviously.
Okay.
Mom.
Go to Maddie room.
It's true.
It's
There's
Maddie
Maddie
room.
room. It is our last night in Salt Lake City. And one of our absolute favorite things every summer to do is the drive-in. So we are at the drive-in for our last night in Salt Lake. Which is a good way to go out.
It is. It's crazy.
Crazy. So. Okay. Last few things. You ready? Y'all ready?
I think so.
Okay.
You ready to... I'm gonna follow you.
Sure. All right, we head off. Whew, here we go. All right, we're wrapping up a few final things before driving away from Michigan now, and I am really sad to say goodbye to my Zero sandals, the ones that have gotten well over their 5,000 mile guarantee. You guys know me, normally I want to wear things until they're absolutely unusable, so I would have worn this until it actually fell apart and I could not physically wear it anymore. But I had a feeling that they would break when I was in a country where I could not get a shipment from Zero Shoes, and I had no idea when that might happen, probably within the next year, I'm assuming. And so in preparation for that, I had Zero Shoes send me a new pair, so I'm replacing these ones, and sadly, I'm gonna miss the green, but I have a new black pair now. And while they're at it, they sent me a new pair of their hiking boots, which I'm really excited to try out because I haven't tried those yet. So I will let you guys know how those go. I'm just so sad to see these go. I have a really hard time with this kind of stuff. I have been through countless countries and treks with these sandals, and they've held up wonderfully, and I have great memories with them. And I know I'm gonna make some really great new ones with my new pair, but I definitely wanted to give a tribute to these. Also, fun fact, they told me that they have never seen such a worn-in pair of their sandals before. You'd think I'd be embarrassed by that, but I actually was rather proud about that for being that person to wear these in that much, so.
You've worn those shoes everywhere. You've taken them on all of your big trips. You've taken them to Norway, across Europe, South America, all sorts of different places. Those define you in a lot of ways. I mean, I think that those are more important than any kind of trophy you can put on a shelf. So I'm saying let's frame them or something in a shadow box one day. We'll hang it in our cabin, and it'll be a memento of when you first started doing all this stuff.
Yeah. Someday. Bye.
Bye. Love you.
Love you. Changing your Jeep for a boat though, how does that feel?
Interesting. I have no familiar keys on my keyring right now. I don't. My apartment
That's
key
true.
is gone. Marina key for in the Great Salt Lake is gone. My boxing gym key is gone. The Jeep key is gone. I have no my keyring is completely.
This is true. I'm about to have the same thing in 2 days. I will no longer have my car keys either.
This is it. Like we're starting
This is it.
fresh. Like this is new.
Yes, we are. Medium-sized dog was almost too small. Internet, huh? Boat internet?
A Wi-Fi extender and something that will allow us to connect to LTE data from the boat.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Love you too. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Love you. Gently.
the bag tag, I'm sorry. We're all set.
Thank you so much for your help. Bags checked in. I was extremely stressful with all of that, and 2 of them were overweight that we luckily got away with. So now we just have to get the kitty through TSA, which we've never done before. Okay, next hurdle. Kitty made it through TSA.
Good job, kitty.
Buenas noches, bienvenidos a bordo del vuelo 1151 con destino a San Juan, Puerto Rico. Con destino a San Juan.
Next available seat. Negativo.
All of the stuff is here. I was really worried that with us having 6 checked bags, something wasn't gonna make it. But it all made it. Kitty, kitty. Hi. I knew this was going to be the most difficult and stressful part. Whew, so I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude, knowing once we're through with this, everything should get easier. So, almost there. Super sweaty and tired, and just making the first half-mile walk to get to the hotel, and then going back to help Trey bring the rest. Whew. Second load. I got the kitty in a pack. He's got the rest. We're almost done, you guys. Almost done for tonight. Whew. Good job.
Better be for a good video.
This kitty right here, yeah, that's the one. Did such a good job. Alright, 3 in the morning. We've arrived. Just got showered, laid down. It feels so good. Gotta get up early and go get our rental car so that we can drive an hour over towards the boat and get all the stuff that we need, that we will need a car to get, since we're not gonna have a car while we're living here. So tomorrow's a really big day, and we're already pretty tired going into it. But it's okay. We'll show you as much as we can along the way, but it's really tricky with all these bags. I don't feel like we have free hands very often, so oh, anything you want?
Good face rub, Majestic.
Thanks.
Anything I want to add?
Yeah. So tired.
Good night. That's all.
Good night.
Let me.
Previous captain of this boat left pretty much everything. And we have a PO box now, so now we finally have an address. A lot of this is just learning as we go. One thing down that
I know, I'm already delayed on all the other stuff.
There's so much to go through, everyone.
Okay.